It's just pure, oh, so annoying. We've just thrown away what would have been a fantastic point at Old Trafford in the last second, literally the last second of the game. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say. If we look at the game, obviously we lined up. It was nice to see Zuma back and Souček was back as well, which was nice to see. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We didn't play well in that first half. I thought we was really poor. Soufal was really poor, couldn't do anything. Antonio at one point in the game had 41% passing accuracy, which is just, just disgraceful. Sorry guys, I just got to turn vibrate off on my phone. And it was just again that just, we couldn't pass the ball. It was too much. It was too much just sloppy. Whenever we got the ball, it was too quick. Honestly, I see a few comments there from my mate Peter saying, "Oh, honestly, fuming." Duncan saying 93rd minute. And again, it just goes back to Duncan said it there. We need a striker. It just goes back to that fact of not having any option to bring on the bench to make a game changer. He didn't bring Vlasic on at points when we looked tired. Frederick come on. I thought Frederick's played well actually when he came on. I thought he did well. Bowen and Rice were shining lights, and I thought we had defended well for long stages. I thought Zuma did really well considering he was playing on that left-hand side, and we know that he's better on the right-hand side. And there was some over touches from Zuma in the first half, and I thought Areola had played really well in the game. He'd pulled off some really good saves. The one from Alanga, he had pulled off the one where Ronaldo was just offside a few minutes before they had actually scored the goal. But yeah, for me, that's top four gone now. You might think that's a bit reactionary, but I think that's it now. I think the point would have kept it alive. I think 2 losses, and the fact that like Newcastle have gone and beat Leeds, a team that we couldn't beat last week, is so frustrating. I don't know what. Listen, we need. If any, there's a sign of we need some players. And again, I don't want people to think, look, West Ham fan needs to get back in his box, and West Ham fan needs to realise, what sort of team they are. And yes, we are punching slightly. We are punching. We are punching. Without a doubt, we're punching. But on performances like that, we're very unlucky. Good points made in the chat here. Paul's just literally WhatsApped me as well. Why didn't we get to see the VAR? I didn't see the VAR for the for the goal there. In terms of was it offside or weren't it offside? Maybe it weren't offside, but we didn't see it. If it was West Ham, there would have been 70,000 camera angles, 200 lines there to see whether it was. It's ridiculous. The fact that, as soon as it was, 93rd minute goal at Old Trafford, can't disallow that. Definitely can't disallow that. Yeah, we need to... We need some players. We need some players to come in. Obviously, we've got a bit of a break now, a 2-week break until the Kidderminster game, which is good because it gives us some time to get players in, and it will give time for players to train with the team if players are to come in next week. Just going to have a look at some comments here. Is it offside? No VR. Very true, mate. Didn't see the VR. For me, it's never over. Still till it's over. Next games are must-wins now. No excuses. The worst thing is I've just read Moyes is going big in the summer. Foes means no income in January. Absolutely taking a mick. We're dropping down the table. We need wins. We do. We desperately need to start getting wins. But this is again down to no options, guys. This fact that why not bring Vlasic on? Antonio, for me, please tell me if I'm wrong, guys. There's only like 10 of us in this chat. Antonio was shocking today. He couldn't pass the ball. When he got the chance to run, he looked like he was running through gravy, like the Scooby-Doo run. Like when they lean back like that. That's what I see when Antonio was running today. And as Danny said there, Antonio looks shattered. He does. Couple of chances for us at the end. Yeah, Bowen had a good one as well, which was a really good chance on the left-hand side. Souček had the header. We were in the game. Listen, a point would have been brilliant. And I thought to be honest with you, we did play quite. We played. I wouldn't say we played well. We played quite solidly. Defensively, we looked solid, but attacking, there was nothing. We just couldn't do nothing. Bowen's run was unlucky. I thought Bowen was fantastic, as I said earlier. Mickey was poor today. Agreed, Luke. James says gutted, Luke. No options at all. Antonio is done, mate. We need a new striker now. Antonio was embarrassing. Antonio's been crap for ages. Antonio's looked shocking for ages. And Bowen outshines Antonio. I'm glad that it's not just me. You know, when me and Paul talking our WhatsApp group whilst the game's going on, and you do, you know, like honestly, me and Paul must have been caning Antonio something rotten. You know, 41 passing accuracy, can't run with the ball. At one point, he ran the ball out of play. And it's always in key areas as well. Like we get the ball back, we give it to him, and then at one point, I think that's why Bowen started going on them runs, because he thought, I can't give it to Antonio because he's going to give it away. Oh, it winds me up. It does wind me up. Bowen and Mickey shouldn't try to play for fouls. It doesn't work, especially against United. We won't buy till the summer when our new owners take full ownership. Areola looked decent. He did. Lanzini was weak today. And then Fornals as well. I thought Fornals was quite good technically. Some people on Twitter were slagging him off a little bit, but I thought he weren't too bad. Guys, I just noticed that 23 people are in this chat. If you could hit the like button now, that would do me a big favour, just to go off topic slightly. Areola was our best player today. I thought his distribution was fantastic as well, Areola as well. Like every time the ball was at him, he seemed to find someone with a pass. He was very calm, when it was right near the goal line. He was very calm on the ball. Areola as well. Zuma looked good, he made an important tackle on Martial just before they got their goal. Good to see him back. He'll get fitter and fitter. We need to go and get a left-sided centre-back though. If it's going to be an issue, with Zuma playing on that left-hand side, it would be unfortunate that causes us to, just that problem that can be easily solved by going and getting a left-footed sided centre back. I'm not sure whether Tarkowski or Nate Phillips are left-footed. I'd have to do some research on that unless anyone in the chat knows. 11 of you are liked. Come on, there's 21 of you. Hit that like button. Stuart Holt says he's gutted. Soufal looks a different player this year. Got to agree with you, mate. Thought Soufal was really poor today. He put a few decent tackles in, but going forward, nothing going forward. It's really bad at the minute. What else we got here? Matt Rainey. The battle between Rice and Ronaldo was epic. Lee McDonald says that was crushing. Harry Parker says we ain't going to get top four. Don't get top four without a striker. I agree, mate. I totally agree. I think we're too thin, and it's our own doing. This is not there's loads of injuries, and a bit like last year. Last year, where obviously Rice got injured last year. Lingard picked up an injury at one point, didn't he? And Antonio picked up an injury. And you could say last year we was a little bit unlucky with the injuries at key times. This year, it's a fairly fully fit squad, barring Ogbonna, for example, the big missing one. Without the extra options there, what Kral's done, I don't know, to never get picked. There's no striker to bring on. There's no attacking. There's no fear factor on the bench. Tottenham looks like they're going to sign Adama Traore, fear factor player. And I think Antonio Conte will start him, and I think Antonio Conte will turn him into a good player. We've got no one at the minute that when you look on the bench, you go, they're going to change the game. Where when they brought on Rashford and Martial, yes, they're a bigger club. Yes, they have more money, the luxury to do that. But we need some players like that. We need some fear factor players on that bench. When we bring them on, we think, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited when he comes on. And Fredericks did play well, though. I'm not going to take anything away from Fredericks. He played well. But he's not going to come on and be, your attacking game changer. But I did like the way Fredericks played when he come on, I have to say. City aside, 7th if we continue like this, I agree. Antonio gets contract extension, but it looks like Areola won't. Hopefully we get to see Areola for a few games, though, now. Antonio is not a striker. Exactly, we have nothing to change the game. Bowen, what does that say? Bowen is carrying us at the moment, and it's taking a mick. I agree, totally agree, mate. Bowen can hold his head up today, worked his absolute socks off, trying to run, trying to shoot. There was a lot of opportunities as well, weren't it, where we had chances to shoot, and then we just didn't release the shot, which was a shame. Happy Hammer says Fredericks headed the ball to Ronaldo. Should have edited it out for Fran. Yeah, I suppose there is that one mistake there that you've got to dig him out for that. Lee says, D Lee says, when we are in a position, why wouldn't you invest to go forward? I don't know, mate. I honestly don't know. I can understand, the talk of, small steps to, consistently be there as a top 6 team. But when you've got the opportunity, you're there with 16, 17 games left. Do you know what I mean? What more do you want to go for it? We've been there twice now in this situation where it's like, okay, there's 10 games left, 15, 16 games left. And even if, let's forget the league for a second, right? The league, we're safe now. Yeah, we ain't going down. 38 points, we ain't going down. 2 points, 2 draws. It ain't happening. What about the Europa League? What about going, okay, we might not get top 4, might not even get top 6 the way we're playing, the way it's going at the minute, and you expect Tottenham to win and you expect Arsenal maybe to come back with a bit of a patch. What about going for saying, okay, let's get someone in and really push for that Europa League or really push for the FA Cup because we haven't got the fear of going down. This is what I don't understand about West Ham in terms of, their plan. Harry Parker says, best like Bowen at the moment because the form he's on, he won't stay. Yeah, I agree, mate. There's definitely going to be clubs looking at him, and we know there are clubs looking at him. Cavani's shoulder was a good half a yard offside. That said, cowardice kick and Chase doesn't cut it. Moyes was just lucky last year. I don't agree that he's lucky, mate, because over 38 games and what we've played so far, is it 23 games? We are still in that top 6. I see Graham sat on West Ham TV last night. We've been so used to one good season, like last year was a fantastic season, and 5, 6 bad. To actually have 2 good seasons, you've got to say, come on, he has been fantastic, Moyes, as a manager. But we can criticise him on a game-to-game basis, mate, which, today he didn't get it right. Win the Europa League and its Champions League. FA Cup for Noble would be fantastic. Charlie says, I'm in Australia and I'm up at 4 a.m. watching this to see the finish. Like that just hurts. If we got Champions League, we'd be embarrassed. Shows the level of the EPL, doesn't it, mate? I disagree with the Champions League being embarrassed. Teams like Leeds and teams like Leicester, when they got in there, I think teams lift their game. For example, if we were to draw Barcelona in a quarter-final, if Barcelona get through their round, that stadium would just lift us. I'm not saying we beat Barcelona, but that the whole atmosphere, the whole occasion for the players. You see it with, the little clubs when they play the big clubs in the FA Cup. It's the same sort of mantra, really. Man of the match for me for West Ham is Jarrod Bowen. I thought he was, he just absolutely run his socks off. Positives from the game. It was good to see Zuma back. It was good to see Areola get a start. Unlucky not to get the clean sheet. Last minute goal. Can't do nothing about that. It's just deflating, the fact that Newcastle beat Leeds, a team that we should have, we shouldn't be losing to last week. But like I say, 2-week break now, week and a couple of days to get some players in. We desperately need some players in, desperately, just for some options for him, because he clearly doesn't trust the players he's got there on the bench. And although the starting lineup looked good today, the bench was embarrassing. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm sure you won't enjoy your weekend now. It's a shame because it's nearly like 20 years since the anniversary since Paolo Di Canio scored that famous goal with the Bartes. So it's a shame we couldn't have gone and done that again this year. Break now, time to get the players brought in. I agree. Anyway, guys, 1 minute, just one more there. Just a new striker, and I'll be happy. But we need some more. A striker on his own I would take, just to say we finally got one. But we do need much more than that. Happy Hammer says gutted. JD, it is over. Right, Got to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have joined me live, if you're joining me, you know, if you're watching this back on a replay, drop a like button. Let me know your man of the matches. Happy says, keep up the videos, mate. All the best. Yeah, thank guys. Really good, nice little chat for us to hear. Really gutted about the result. Absolutely devastated about the result. In fact, until next time, guys. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's go.